Well, hello there. This is Shanner64 and got a new video today. Today we're going to talk about physical media and how it's still being kept alive by various different companies. You have, with video games, you have different publishers like Limited Run, I Am 8-Bit, I know PM Studios, just to name a few. Those are ones that are still keeping physical media alive, mainly for the PS4, PS5, and the Switch. We're starting to see more and more Xbox One physical, but the Sony-oriented Nintendo, you see a lot more of the indie releases getting physical, which is really cool. And on the Blu-ray kind of DVD side, I would say you're looking more at the Arrow Video and Shout Factory. I know is definitely one. You get a lot of collector's editions, so they do a really good job with all that stuff. And you get a lot of extras. It's not just, oh, here's the movie or here's the game. They really go all out, and especially Limited Run. Limited Run's a perfect example of companies that do that, and I want to show an example of a few here. So this is TMNT Shredder's Revenge, which this game digitally came out months and months ago. And overall, it's a fantastic game. Cat's walking in the background, don't mind him. New cat, his name's Tangy. And this game came out months and months ago. So, fantastic game, and I kind of waited on it because the digital was out, but I wanted to get the physical, so I had the physical pre-order and waited, and finally came. But I mean, you get tons of extras. Now, Limited Run didn't exactly do this one, but they helped out with it, like they had a little help with it. But now to check out another Limited Run, this is Zombies Ate My Neighbors / Goal Patrol, which you may remember this game, it's an old Super Nintendo game. But the stuff you get with it, I mean, they go all out. You get a physical manual, the disc itself, of course. The games are on there, everything that it comes with digitally, and they number every one. So you have people who try to get every single one. I'm more of a I go for the ones I want. Like, if you try to get every single one, you'll lose your mind, especially if you don't pre-order them. So I mainly just pick up ones that I feel like I want or I'm going to play, because I open all these. I mean, there's no point in buying them just to have them sealed sitting on a shelf. I get it, they're sealed collectors, but I'm more of a hey, let's open and play it. I mean, that's the point of video games, to play, right? Not to look at. And some other really cool ones like Stray, which that was actually I Am 8-Bit Studios. So with them, you get like a lot of like postcards and stuff with the game, and like just a lot of extras. I mean, like I said, we don't have to do any of this. So the fact that they're even like still including that, and I know the physical market's getting smaller and smaller, like people collecting it, especially like with today's generation. That's the biggest thing. I think it's more of a generation gap, because like if you actually look at it, a lot of the new generation of people who are playing games just buy digital. And I have friends who just buy digital too, who've been gaming for years, who I grew up with, who bought physical. I was always one of those people. I enjoyed buying physical because I like to be able to hold something in my hand. So like if I paid $40 for this, which I think it was shipping, whatever it was, I want to be able to hold this. Like, this is mine. I can play this anytime I want, forever. With digital, I feel like the option is not there. You buy a digital game, and one day, say if that server shuts down or something, you lost that game. It's not yours anymore. You don't have the rights to it. I feel like you're kind of just renting it. That's how it feels with digital. I mean, I buy digital stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be a hypocrite here and be like, oh, digital is awful. Like, I'll buy digital if I know it's never going to get physical release. And like I said before, never say never, but sometimes there is some digital games that never do it. Or say if it's really cheap. If it's like $2, $3 on the PlayStation Store, I'll buy it just to try it. I mean, say if it's something I know I'm never going to like get into otherwise, and I want to check out, I'll try it out. But physical games, though, I feel like they made a little bit of a comeback a couple years ago, but they kind of stalled out now. And like I said, Limited Run was a huge part of it. And like, I'm one of those people, like, I'll wait for the physical just to play it. I mean, it sucks waiting, but that's just how it is. Another one I've really got into is Road 96. And this game, fantastic story. You get multiple different endings, go different ways. And it's just such a cool game. I mean, I just finished this last weekend, and I love it. Can't get enough of it. But overall, physical, though, that's the big part of it. And I just feel like I said, it's kind of stalled out a little bit right now, but I feel like it will make a comeback eventually. It always does. I mean, as long as people are like me are still buying this stuff, they're going to keep making it. And the day it stops selling is the day, unfortunately, it may go away. But for now, though, I'd like to be able to keep the memories alive and be able to have physical games. So I'm going to show my collection here in a second. And it's going to be cool because that's something I really got into the past year or so, is collecting for PS4 and PS5, because there's so many avenues you can go of different physical, of like main Sony games or like say indie titles, and it's been really fun to find the stuff and to have it and to be able to play it. And it's opened the doors for a lot of games for me to play, but I've never would have played in the past. Like when I heard about Stray, I was like, oh, that looks cool, but like I would have never bought a digital. And to see a physical, I'm like, okay, that'd be cool to have in my collection, and it's fun to play. So definitely cool stuff. Sorry I haven't been on here as much. I've been having a little problems personally wise. I did lose my dog. This is kind of off topic, but his name was Omar. He was 15 years old, had some complications, some a tooth issue, infection. So that was my main man. So it's been a little rough, but kind of getting by day. So that's the biggest thing right now. So it sucks if you ever had a dog, and I treated him like a kid. I don't have any kids, so to him, he was my kid. Like, he was everything. I built my days all around him, so that's a different story, though. But, so I want to give an update on that. Like I said, he was my buddy. That's why a lot of the pet beds I had here in my game room were his, because he would always hang out in here with me, and it was a little rough patch there about a week and a half ago it happened, so it's getting better day by day, but the effect will never go away. It still sucks, but it's good to talk about it and be able to get it off your chest, kind of thing. I know this has nothing to do with what I'm talking about with physical media, but kind of going off topic. But he was a great dog, loved him tons, and I know I'll see him again one day. Somewhere. And anyways, if you like this video, please hit the like button below. I appreciate every single one of you. Subscribe if you love it. I mean, retweet it, share it. I don't know what else you could really do. Comment, I mean, what you think about physical media, and if you ever had a dog that was close to you and how you felt about it, and just some of the memories. So that's about it for today. I hope you all have a great weekend, and until next time,